Hey there guys, huge news today in the world of golf. As you guys may or may not be aware, the Masters tournament is not playing stupid games and going to be basically simping off of Jay Monahan and all that jazz and just basically banning out the LIV players. We heard today that the Masters tournament is going to follow the old criteria that they have set in place to allow the LIV players that are currently, as long as they qualify, to still be able to play, which is just absolutely huge. Reason being, so many of the LIV players have been previous winners of the Masters tournament, which if you don't know, when you win the Masters, you get the green jacket. When you get the green jacket, you become essentially, you are a member of Augusta National, but you're not a voting member. But you are a member of Augusta National for life. That's what they do. They do life. If you are the champion of their tournament, which is their club championship, you are a member for life. And so, with all the stuff that's been going on the last year, there's been a lot of questions of whether or not they would actually adhere to their tradition. And remember, the Masters, their tagline is a tradition unlike any other. Because it is. Nothing is as special as that feeling in April, it's usually April, when you see Augusta National and it's just beautiful. And it's well manicured and it's perfection on a golf course as far as just beauty and majesty and romance of a golf course. And the thing is that I'm really excited to see this because there will be so much opportunity for a LIV player to actually win this event. You look at their actual like recent winners, and you have a bunch of LIV players that have won it. Not the last 2 years, obviously, because they didn't manage to get Matsuyama, but understand. There will be a lot of LIV players in the field this next year because of how they work with exemptions and such. So remember, all the LIV winners have a lifetime opportunity to play in the event. Lifetime. So Dustin Johnson, Patrick Reed, Sergio Garcia, Bubba Watson, Charles Schwartzel, Phil Mickelson. All of those players, lifetime opportunity to play. Those are all LIV golf players who will all be able to tee it up there in perpetuity. So every single year, as long as this LIV versus PGA baloney sandwich continues to go on, we're going to see these conversations pop up. But the best part about this, in my opinion, is that this creates a real opportunity for us to really have a continued conversation of what is or who is the best golfers in the world. And the even more beautiful thing about it is, remember, the Masters is the first major of the season, traditionally. There have been some years recently with COVID and all that where some things have gotten mixed up, but they are the first major of the year. So, with that being the case, we're going to really see what competition looks like between LIV versus PGA at this moment, and then also, it'll be an amazing opportunity to still see at least one major tournament where it's not just PGA Tour guys only. So we're going to see the guys that qualify. According to the list right now, it's 16 players that qualify based on their exemption requirements. So obviously all the past winners, but then also Cameron Smith, of course, is in due to both World Golf Ranking at this moment and also just that he has a 5-year exemption for being champion golfer for the last year in the Open Championship, the British Open. And then, of course, you'll have DeChambeau, Koepka, who also have major wins in a more recent enough time to still qualify, and so on and so forth. Several other players are also in the top 50, which get them an exemption. So Joaquin Niemann, you're going to see Taylor Gooch just barely get in, and then Abraham Answer. So those guys will be in because of that. So LIV's going to have good representation there. This will be a very important event because it'll really be a test of heads up, play to play. Are these guys still competitive? They are still competitive, obviously. You don't just all of a sudden can't play golf anymore, especially when they're still playing golf. And I'm just excited because the Masters has done something unprecedented here, which is basically adhere to their standards and say, no, we are the trendsetters. We are a tradition unlike any other. We will not revoke our members from playing. And we will still allow the guys who qualify based on existing criteria to still play. Granted, even though LIV Golf players are not winning World Golf ranking points for their events and are banned from PGA events, they are still able to maintain their DP World status if they are on the DP World Tour. They're able to play in Asian Tour and J Tour events and Australian PGA events, which we've seen them start doing, except for the guys. A lot of the American players haven't, but a lot of the international LIV players have. But the point is that we're seeing the integrity of Augusta not be jeopardized by this situation. I'm excited. How about you? Will it be a war in Magnolia? Will Amen Corner be the amen of this year? I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like an awesome tagline on the fly. I'm just excited. What do you guys think? Have a great freaking day.